You walk into an edit suite anywhere in the world, you're going to see a silver box sitting somewhere near the edit station with a big letter G on top of it, which stands for G Technology. Greg Crosby is the product marketing manager for G Tech, and he's sitting next to a box which is neither small nor silver, and this thing is just gleaming. Wait till you see more of what's going on. Greg, thanks for joining us today.
Larry, thanks for having me.
So I have to ask, what is this thing?
Well, so at NAB this year, we've announced a new line of products called our Studio line.
And Studio line.
The Studio line. It's a product that's our product family that's basically focused on the professional market, really providing not only that performance and style and reliability that G-Tech's known for, but also giving you all the capacity and the performance that you need. So this is our G-Speed Studio, which is a 4-bay Thunderbolt-enabled solution.
Thunderbolt 1 or 2?
Thunderbolt 2.
Okay.
This will be one of our first products with the Thunderbolt 2 technology. Dual Thunderbolt ports on the back of it.
So we can loop through.
Yeah, that's right.
And is there a speed slowdown as I go through between the two ports? Is it going to be processing at full Thunderbolt 2 speeds?
Full Thunderbolt 2 speeds, correct.
So if I've got a 4K monitor attached to the back end of this, the 4K monitor is not going to suffer.
That's right.
4 drives inside.
4 drives inside.
How fast is it?
So right now, in terms of capacities, we have 12, 16, and 24 terabytes. We're actually utilizing the well-known HGST 6 terabyte helium drive inside of it. In RAID 0, we'll see performance over 700 megabytes per second in this solution.
What kind of performance should we expect?
Yeah, you'll see about 500 megabytes per second performance. Now that's going to be, basically we have our enterprise class hard drives that are inside of it. So as you mentioned, reliability and performance are there.
Well, this is pretty cool. So tell me what we've got 2 Thunderbolt ports on the back.
Yeah, so we have dual Thunderbolt ports. You know, obviously Kensington lock in the back is well known. Huge fan that's in the back to be able to help keep this thing nice and cool.
Which is really, really noisy, right? And I can't put it on the desktop, and I'm going to go deaf listening to it.
No, you know, acoustics is something that we really took into consideration with the design. We wanted to make sure we had a maximum amount of airflow that was flowing to keep the enclosure nice and cool. But also, again, from an acoustic standpoint, we wanted to be very quiet. So we actually put a very large diameter fan in there to move a lot of air and to be very slow.
This is beautifully encased in what looks like plastic. I could be wrong. But how do I put the drives in? There's no opening.
So the drives are accessible from the top.
Oh, it's got a push to open cover.
Push to open cover. And basically what you'll see there is you have our 4 drives that are available.
Stacked vertically.
Stacked.
That is very cool.
And we're able to pull air from the bottom and blow it out the back, and that keeps everything nice and cool.
Cool.
So,
when does it ship, and what does it cost?
So we'll be shipping this in mid-May. We'll have the 12 terabyte capacity that's going to be selling for $21.99.95, and then we'll have the 16 terabytes for $26.99. And then we'll have the 24 terabyte capacity for $35.99.
Now, you mentioned this is part of a family called the Studio family. That implies there's other products either coming or announced. Did you announce anything else with it?
So we also announced this little brother, which is a dual drive system. It has the same unique design and look to it to really complement, again, the Mac Pro as well as some of the other Windows-based systems that are out there. We have, again, the enterprise class hard drives that are inside that solution. So the Studio line is going to get the highest quality drives that we have available to us.
Why would I want to get the Studio line as opposed to the Thunderbolt RAIDs I have now?
So the current shipping Thunderbolt RAIDs, which we will still continue to carry, are a software RAID. So it's handled through the Mac OS. The G-RAID Studio also has a hardware RAID chip inside of it, supporting RAID 0, RAID 1, and then
Are we accelerating it with SSD drives at all, or flash memory?
No, so we're just using our standard spinning disk drives at this point in time.
When does the speed become important, and when should we care to spend the money for the Studio versus something like the 2-drive Thunderbolt RAID that's on store shelves now?
Yeah, actually, from a price comparison standpoint, you are going to see a very similar price point right now for the 8 terabyte, for example. On the G-RAID Thunderbolt, we sell that for $799. The G-RAID Studio, to get enterprise class drives and a hardware RAID, we're going to retail that for $849. Out of the Studio line, you'll see about 360 megabytes per second with our Helium 6 terabyte drives.
So that would be sufficient for, say, single-stream 4K editing or multi-camera for up to 5 or 6 streams multi-camera.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Where can people go on the web to learn more?
Yeah, they can visit us at g-technology.com for more information about the Studio line, and I appreciate the time.
Anything else cool that you can tell us about in 15 seconds?
In 15 seconds, real quick, we've also added some additional capacities for our Evolution series. We have our now SSD drives inside of it, and we're also offering a 500 gigabyte capacity, and that's all available at our booth, and you can come and see it at SL.
Well, that's the product you announced with the slip-in drives last year, and you've upgraded the storage capacity on the slip-in drives.
Correct.
Very cool. The website is G-Technology. G-Technology. Greg Crosby is the product marketing manager for G-Tech. Greg, it's been wonderful. I love the black unit. You can leave like 10 of them here in the booth. I'm sure we'll find a home for
For you,
them.
no problem, Larry.
Greg, thanks. Bye-bye.
Cheers, thanks.